Good afternoon, everybody. Tim here with another magical conversation that counts on Mondays. And for those who don't know, I'm here every Monday at 1 o'clock South African Standard Time to share something that I've picked up in the past week, either from within the PathFinders community or from one of my clients, or just some information that I found extremely valuable. And there I'm going to share it with everybody. So if you don't know me by now, my name's Tim Wagner, and I'm a international speaker and breathwork alchemist come professional pointer, as I work with professionals and helping point them in a new direction in life outside of stress and anxiety and frustration and stuckness and all of the chaos that we seem to just live in all the time. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about something very close to my heart. In fact, it's been close to me since 2008 when I really dived deep into personal development. And my question this week is it personal development or is it personal investment? I speak to a lot of prospective clients about the difference between a cost and investment. And we look at a cost as something that we're not going to get anything back from. You go to the shop and yes, you get food, but then it's gone. Whereas an investment gives you an ongoing return. So I'm going to break this down a little bit today, but beginning now with somebody very close to me.
10 years from now, you will surely become someone. The big question is, who? What are you becoming? What do you want to do economically? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be? What would you like to have? What would you like to share? How much would you like to earn? How far would you like to go? Those are some major questions to ask. And if you go to work on it now, sure enough, in a very short period of time, you can take on a new direction to become the kind of person you want to be.
Now, Jim Rohn there, the late great man, has got to be one of the most inspirational personal development coaches of all time. And he speaks about the importance of working harder on yourself than you do in your job. And what he's talking about there is knowing that you will become somebody. You're going to become somebody anyway. So why not become somebody through a concerted effort of personal development? And I've recently been connecting a lot more with this guy's work, Alex Hormozi. Do you know him? Share in the chats if you know this guy. If you haven't, he's well worth looking out for. He's got a phenomenal model. And what we're talking about here is instead of personal development, what about personal investment? Isn't this maybe more profound? So I'm going to share with you a bit of a talk, an excerpt from a talk, and then expand on it a little bit that I listened in of Alex's last week. He's got many, many different things out there, and they're powerful in their own right. He's talking about an investment. Let's say that you have $1,000 to invest. You have a choice. Now, you can invest this in the S&P 500. Over the past decades, the average increase in the stock market, the S&P 500 being the US stock exchange, the average increase has been 10% per year growth. Not bad. But here's a couple of things. There's no guarantees. You may hit a couple of down years. Remember, it's an average over a period of time. Once you've withdrawn the money, it's also gone. In other words, the investment doesn't continue to grow. So that's the first option. The second one is, what if you took that $1,000 and you invested in yourself? Personal development, upskilling yourself. Perhaps if you're in sales, we're all in sales to some extent. Perhaps if you're in sales, investing $1,000 in a sales upskilling class or communication or presentation skills or leadership skills development, anything which is going to help elevate you to the next level. So what if you took that $1,000 and invested it in yourself? What is the return then? So let's say that you're earning $40,000 a year. Okay, South African terms, let's say 500,000-600,000 rand a year. And you're now investing in yourself. What is going to be your return? Well, what if that investment that you're doing in yourself, in your own time, from the money of your own pocket, helps you to get a promotion, to sell more and hit higher targets so you get higher commissions if you're commission-based? Now you're earning $80,000, $100,000. The limitations is only Up to you. It's in your mind. Each year, that is going to continue to grow, because here's the one thing about your skills that you're learning when you're upskilling yourself on your personal investment is you don't lose it. So the next year, you're going to grow on this. So let's say now that you've taken $1,000 on the stock market. After 1 year, if it's gone on average, you've got 1,100. In year 2, that's another 110. So you've now got 1,210. Okay, it's growing. But if you took that $1,000 and you invested it in self, that $1,000 has now turned you from being a $40,000 a year income to, I don't know, 60, 80, 100,000, let's say $100,000. Why? It's entirely possible because you are more valuable in the marketplace now that you've got greater skills. Aha. So let's say you went from 40,000 to 100,000. It took you a year or 2 years to get there. You've more than doubled your income. So now you've got an extra $60,000 a year. No one can take away the skills from you. You can't lose it in a divorce. The government's not going to take it away from you. It can't be stolen. It can't be lost. If you lose your money, your knowledge isn't gone. It can't be taxed. It can't be used and then over, or used or invested, withdrawn, and then never happens again. Now, we typically look at a job, and I learned this many, many years ago. A job is an acronym that stands for just off broke. Has anybody heard that before? Give me a thumbs up. Share a little bit. Have you heard just off broke? Why? Because jobs are designed to keep us in this box and controlled. Jobs are designed to give us just enough, but not too much that we don't go back again. I know I had one of them for 27 years and also had businesses on the side because I was learning and applying. Another story for another time. But I want to change your paradigm here. What if it's not just off broke, but it's a journey of becoming? Let's have a look at this a little bit. A journey of becoming. This emphasizes that a job is the path where you grow into who you're meant to be, evolving through your experiences, your challenges. And here's the big kicker. You get paid for the privilege of learning. What if you took this into an opportunity, your job, into an opportunity of learning? Change your mindset about why you're going in. Jobs are great positions and places to learn. If you're not learning, get the hell out of there. Go find another one that's going to teach you new stuff. Robert Kiyosaki, I read his book, his first book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that made him famous. If you haven't read it, that is a starting point. I read it no, it wasn't. It was 1998 when I read his book. And in that book, his rich dad says to him, after he'd finished college and university, whatever he studied, he said, go get a job in sales. Because once you've learned the skill of selling, you can take that knowledge through your entire life. And I couldn't agree more. So what does this mean to you? Let's just say that you're going for an interview for a job, or perhaps you're already employed. You then go to your present boss and you say something like this: boss, or potentially to be boss, this is the skill set that I have to do this job. Just exactly what you hiring or have hired me to do. If you teach me this, I will work for you. Now, a good boss will appreciate your direct and positive approach for growth and for learning and for reinvesting. If this boss says to you, it's not my job to teach you, get the hell out. Get out if you're not learning while you're earning. Because now, when you are learning while earning, that's power. When you feel your learning is then slowed down, after a while, you've learned all there it is, you've got this information. You then go to your boss and you say, I feel my learning has slowed down. I need more. Now, your boss, appreciating what you've been applying, key thing, apply what you learn is wisdom. Just learning and keeping the knowledge benefits nobody, and you won't be around for long. So you are wise. You've become wiser. You've become more valuable to the business, more valuable in the marketplace. So because you have a greater value, you'll be paid more. So you go to your boss and you say, my learning has slowed down. I need more. There's a couple of things that could happen. They will give you more, perhaps something else to learn, perhaps a move within the company if there's an opportunity for that, a promotion perhaps. Or what if they turned around and said, well, you've learned everything that we can teach you, but we love the fact that you're learning so much and you're applying in the business and it's benefiting the team and the community, everybody around. We will pay for you to go and learn at an institution. Now we're talking. And remember, this only works when you're applying what you learn. Now, does it mean that you're going to work harder than everybody else? Yes. Does it mean that you're going to work longer hours than everybody else? Well, yes. Does it mean that you will need a clear vision, self-determination, and a strong focus for understanding why you're doing what you're doing? Well, yes. But get over it. That's the way it works. Now, for many years, this was exactly the story that I did. I remember one restaurant that I ran. It was in the waterfront in Cape Town. And I was running this restaurant. It was when I had my own consulting business in hospitality. I was in hospitality for 27 years. And there became an opportunity in the kitchen for a promotion. Now, typically, the previous structure had employed from externally, but I'm a person of growth and development, so I had to look at how can we uplift somebody internally. And there was a number of vacancies that were possible within this kitchen. There was one lady who'd been there for many, many years, over 10 years, phenomenal, shows huge commitment. There was one who just sort of did the job, but she barely stood out, was there, but not really anything. Then there was another young lady who'd been there for only over a year. She was always early. She always hung around, stayed late. She always did more than she was taught to do that was part of her job. And she had a great personality and wonderful attitude within the business. Who do you think got that job? Right. Pretty obvious. Who was I going to promote? The one that showed the most enthusiasm, encouragement, growth, learning. So the employee that had been there for 10 years came to me. She wanted a meeting. Here's the kicker. She came with her union rep. Not a good idea. No. It's nothing to do with the union. It's got everything to do with you. But it's my right. I've been here 10 years. I've got 10 years of experience. I said, no, you don't. You've got 1 year's experience repeated 10 times. That does not count. The more you learn, the more you earn. And as Jim Rohn says, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. There's two morals here. The first is invest in yourself. No one can ever take that away from you, and you can earn multiples over any other form of investment. So if you still wanted to invest in the stock market, diversify your income, great stuff. What happens if your job stops? What happens if you can't earn money anymore? Now you're earning more money from your job. So now you've not got $1,000 you can invest because you've upskilled yourself so much. Now you've got $10,000 to invest, which comes 10%. That's $1,000. That's a little bit more, well, palatable, isn't it? So investing in yourself, you're going to continue to get a return on that. The second one is that your job is your journey of becoming. Learn, 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 learn. And when you're ready to take off the L plates, earn, earn, and earn. Get paid to learn and upskill yourself. So now my punt for this week. Why am I so passionate about this? Well, first, I've been in personal development and growth for Well, since 2008, when I really understood and learned the value of it and started to read and attend a lot of seminars and workshops, even in businesses of my own on the side, even when I had a job or my own company at multiples. On the 10th of October, no, it's not. It's the 8th of October, from the 8th to the 10th, 3 different days, 3 different times, 1 hour a day for my latest well-being masterclass. I'd love for you to attend. All right. That's the place to be. That's the QR code. You can scan that now. I'll also drop the link below in this YouTube and on also my PathFinders community. Come and join. I'm sharing a lot of my tips, my tools, my strategies that I've learned and developed over the years, and I'm pulling this from my program that's called the Professional Pointer Program. It's my signature program of 16 years of information, personal development, coaching, mentoring, and professional speaking. I'm pulling it together and I'm sharing on each day different nuggets. Attend one, register, attend 1, attend 2, or attend 3. You get access to the recordings as well. They'll be on my Pathfinder community. So for now, I'm going to say ciao until next Monday, the same time. For conversations that count, I'd love to hear from you. Love for you to subscribe. If you're not part of the Pathfinder community, you'll find the link below. A community of like-minded people wanting to get forward, grow, progress in life, and just enjoy, find peace, find harmony, and find joy. Ciao for now.